people are not that different in a way, that everyone having problems, everyone having special stories. And even though people have problems and everything, they always have this kind of a highlighted way of seeing life.
Peter Varga is the photographer behind Humans of Dublin, and every day he walks the streets photographing the people of this city.
When you're walking down a street in Dublin, packed with people, how do you know who to stop, or what draws you in?
It's actually very random. In the beginning I was looking for interesting faces, interesting styles, but it is true that the most uninteresting looking people have the most amazing stories. And it's more about like feelings, who I approach really, or a person who is standing alone.
Peter moved here from Hungary when he was 19 and started working in cafes and takeaways.
Let's put your hands up, yeah, there you go.
But all the time, he thought of a career in photography.
It was always your passion, you wanted to try your hand at photography.
Yeah, not only on photography, but something more creative, you know, rather than working a 9-to-5 job.
He quit his job, grabbed a camera, and started Humans of Dublin. Peter walks around this city, stopping people at random and asking them to take their photographs. Like this man, John Murphy.
Just came up to me, said he was taking pictures for Humans of Dublin, and next thing you know, you're telling him your life story. You have things that you wouldn't tell to people who've known you for maybe quite a long time.
John told Peter about working as a policeman in London, and then, after 18 years, handing in his notice and following his dream to do something more creative.
So for the last 18 years, I've been a jobbing scriptwriter. I've written over 1,400 scripts, and I've never looked back. And I have to say, my worst day as a writer, it beats my best day as a policeman any time.
Humans of Dublin is a glimpse into the lives of those people that we pass every single day and know nothing about. Kevin McNamara is another person Peter photographed. He's a tattoo artist.
Growing up, my dad, he's kind of told me, oh, you know, no tattoos and no piercings.
Your dad was against tattoos?
Yeah, he warned me if I got them, I wouldn't be able to...
Kicked out of the house?
Yeah, I'd be out of the house, exactly. And then, after tattooing for like a year or so, he just called me up and said he wanted a tattoo. I think he was just proud and he wanted to be a part of it, wanted to be more of a part of it.
Over the past 2 years, Peter, you must have spoken to thousands of people and taken their photographs across the entire spectrum, young, old, Irish people, foreigners living here. Everyone has a different story. But is there a commonality among the people you speak to?
There's maybe one thing that people tend to remember the negative stories in their lives better. It's probably this is just how our brain's working. It's much harder to create a positive story than a negative story. And it is really true. You should never judge a book of its cover, yeah? It is really true.
Peter has just released the Humans of Dublin book and credits his girlfriend, who he met here, for helping him follow his passion.
I met her in a sandwich bar. We used to work together.
In Subway?
Yes, I was always very happy to go into work when she was in there. We had lots of fun talking to each other.
Aww,
yeah.
That's so sweet.
So I was opening the sandwich and she was putting the meatball in.
And your eyes met?
Our eyes met.
When people read the book, they'll see on the very last page, it is actually a portrait of yourself. And you're holding a plaque. What does it say in the plaque?
Will you marry me?
Will you marry me?
Yes. And this last page is for my fiancée because she said yes.
When you're little, I think all the girls do that. You think of it, how will be the day they will propose. You make a story in your mind, but he just make it so much better than ever I imagined. I'm from Brazil, so yeah.
Little smile.
Check out Humans of Dublin on Facebook and see the people around you in a whole new light.